Hey guys, welcome back to another makeup tutorial. I am giving you a teal and pink and purple look. I'm just going to start by priming my eyes. I use the Tatcha Primer and the ABH Eye Primer. Someone did ask me how much was the Tatcha Primer, but that was a mini that I got with my purchase, so I got it for free. But I think the ones that are a little bit bigger than that one is like $22. So you can find Tatcha at Sephora if you're looking for an eye primer. So I'm just going to take the primer, and of course you guys have already saw I'm just carving out my brows with it. Sometimes I do this, sometimes I don't. It just depends on how I'm feeling, but I've been doing it lately just because I like the overall look, how everything looks after. So I know some people like freak out when they see people putting like anything not their color on their lid, but it is what it is. So I'm just going to take the Juvias Place palette, and I'm using the, well, it's not new, but I'm using a Makeup Geek brush. So I used the Makeup Geek brush, and then I switched it to one of the It's My Ray Ray brushes because I just wanted to pack on the pigment. And for some reason, I just feel like the Makeup Geek brushes kind of like diminish the product. So sometimes it looks like it's like packed on, but then when I'm trying to like go over it again, it looks like it's just like washing away a little bit. So that's why I use a different brush. So next I'm going to use the Juvia's Place Festival palette, and I'm going to go in with this pink shade. I'm going to use that as the next shade. So my idea for this look was to just go like light pink, dark pink, and then, well, not really dark pink, but and then purple. I wanted to look more like pastel, so, and then, you know, add a pop of color at the end. But I was really like just trying to work with different palettes because I have so many freaking palettes and I always just use the same ones. So I just wanted to show you guys more looks with different palettes, like especially if you guys have the same palettes that I have. So it just works like that. That way you can pick out of, you know, what you already have and just have some inspiration from different looks, because, you know, everybody be doing the same looks nowadays anyway. But then I'm just going to take this purple shade. This one is in the shade Custard. And the shades that are, the shade names in the Douce palette, whatever it is, there's some weird names in that palette. So I just put them on the screen. And from that, I just mean like the names don't really match the shade, I guess. Because like Custard is like yellow, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's their palette. It is what it is. I just, you know, felt a little weird about it. But anyways, let's go on to cutting the crease. I like to mix the P. Louise base and the Colourpop. I know it's a weird combination, but because the Colourpop is so like liquidy, but I love like the way the Colourpop like applies. You know, it's easy for me to do like a beginner tutorial with that. But I just like adding in the P. Louise base because it makes it a little more tacky. So those two formulas are perfect, and I feel like people mix their P. Louise base anyway because it's not actually a concealer. It's literally just a base. But I do want to get some more shades because I just had to get what I could when I was ordering, and they only had a few shades left. So I'm going to go back in and get the deeper shades, but I'm going to wait because they had me waiting for months for my package just to find out that it was lost, and then they shipped it within a week. But I don't want to have to wait another 3 months to find out my package is lost and then do the whole process again. So I'm just kind of iffy about it. But also people were saying P. Louise is expensive. Their shipping is $10, but the actual product is only $10, like US. I think it's like, actually no, it's like $12 US. So they're not expensive. It's just that you don't get free shipping like if your order is, you know, under a certain amount. I think actually, once I think about it, $10 shipping is not bad for international, because if you ship from the US it's like $30. But anyway, so I'm just gonna use the 39S palette to apply this like shimmer shadow. I think it was more like a foil shimmer or whatever. So I'm going to take my Smashbox Oil and Shine Control Primer, and I'm going to use that to prime my face, and the Real Techniques Beauty Body Blender Sponge. I got that Smashbox primer in an influencer box. So if you guys want to use my code or like my link, just let me know and like DM me. I can send it to you, whatever. I'm just gonna use. I used the Juvias Place foundation and then Too Faced concealer. I know some of you guys like to see like the full beat-in process, but yeah. And then I use the LA Girl Pro. Now I don't like using I don't like using LA Girl Pro because it's like a watery base. But like it works for the moment, but I don't think it's long lasting, so I wouldn't recommend it. It's kind of like one of those you get what you pay for, and it's just like overhyped because it's cheap. But anywho, I'm going to go in and start with the cream contour. I love using this foundation stick because it's like the perfect shade for my contour. And I kind of set it with a bronzer. That way I'm not like overdoing it with the contour part of my routine. And I know Huda Beauty was canceled by the beauty community, but I really do love this powder. It's really mattifying and it makes my skin look A1. The Jeffreestar powder I just used to contour with because it like sucks everything in, you know. I don't know how he did it, but he did it. And this is the bronzer I was telling you guys about I used to set my contour with. And then the Smashbox setting spray and a little highlight. I went in with that 25L palette from Morphe to do my pop of teal and added some 3D lashes. And there it is. Hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.